Hello students. In this video we will study structure and functions of nephron. Now as we all know, nephron is the functional unit of kidney and each nephron is composed of a renal corpuscle and a renal tubule. Now so we can say that a nephron is made up of glomerulus, Bowman's capsule and the renal tubule, which is about 3 cm long. Now this Bowman's capsule is a cup-shaped structure and it completely encloses the glomerulus. Now this glomerulus is made up of tuft of capillaries and these capillaries possess fenestrations or the pores for the filtration of blood. Now renal artery is the artery that supplies the blood to kidneys and about 20% of blood that is pumped by the heart is supplied to the kidneys. So renal artery branches into smaller arteries termed as afferent arterioles, and this afferent arteriole it feeds or it carries the blood to the glomerulus, and the blood that is present in the glomerulus is filtered and the filtrate passes into the renal tubule. Now the blood that is not filtered or the unfiltered blood along with the different substances are carried away from the glomerulus by the efferent arteriole. Now this efferent arteriole, it further branches into smaller capillaries and these small capillaries are called as the peritubular capillaries. And as shown here in the diagram, these peritubular capillaries, they surround the tubule of nephron and these capillaries are also termed as the vasa recta. Now let's understand the structure of renal corpuscle. Now look at this diagram. This diagram shows the renal corpuscle which is composed of glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule. So this diagram shows tuft of capillaries termed as the glomerulus. Now here in this diagram the capillaries are shown here and these capillaries are composed of red color endothelial cells, and in between the endothelial cells are present the pores or the fenestrations through which the blood is filtered. Now these endothelial capillaries, they rest on the membrane called as the glomerular basement membrane. This glomerular basement membrane is actually fused to the endothelial layer, and this glomerular basement membrane is negatively charged and it prevents the passage of negatively charged larger substances through it, while the smaller substances like solutes, water, and then ions, electrolytes, they easily pass through these fenestrations and they easily pass through this glomerular basement membrane. Now this Bowman's capsule is made up of two layers. The inner layer is called as the visceral layer and the outer layer is called as the parietal layer. Now the inner layer is made up of specialized cells called as the podocytes, and in between the podocytes are present the filtration slits. So the blood in the glomerulus passes through the pores of the glomerular capillaries, then it passes through the glomerular basement membrane, then the blood is filtered by the filtration slits, and finally the filtrate is passed into the lumen of the nephron or in the tubule of the nephron. So glomerular filtration occurs across three membranes. First are the pores of the glomerular capillaries, then glomerular basement membrane, then visceral layer of Bowman's capsule composed of podocytes and the filtration slits. Now filtrate is passed into the tubule of the nephron and the unfiltered blood along with the different components is carried away from the glomerulus by the efferent arteriole. Now the tubule of this is the tubule of nephron and it is about 3 cm long. Now this tubule is described into four different parts. The first part of the tubule is called as the proximal convoluted tubule. The second part of the tubule is called as the loop of Henle. The third part of the tubule is called as a distal convoluted tubule, whereas the last part or the fourth part of the tubule is termed as a collecting duct. Now the loop of Henle is in turn described as the thin descending limb of loop of Henle, then the thin ascending limb of the loop of Henle, then the thick ascending limb of the loop of Henle. And the wall of the tubule is made up of a single layer of simple squamous epithelial cells. Now, after discussing structure of the nephron, now let's talk about the function of nephron. Now, basic function of nephron is to filter and purify the blood and remove the waste or toxic products of the body in the form of urine. Thus, the primary function of nephron is the formation of urine. And as we know, there are about 1 million nephrons in each kidney, and both of our kidneys produce about 1 to 1.5 liters of urine per day. Now, there are three main processes by which the urine is formed, and these are filtration, then selective reabsorption, secretion, and at the end of these three processes, that is filtration, reabsorption and secretion, urine is formed by the nephrons, collected by the urinary bladder or stored in the urinary bladder and excreted by the urethra. So now let's first talk about the first step of the formation of urine, that is the glomerular filtration. Now, this is a process, glomerular filtration is a process in which pressurized blood that is ejected by the heart is forced to enter the glomerulus through a relatively wide afferent arteriole. Now, the blood in the glomerulus consists of filtrable as well as non-filtrable substances. Now, filtrable component of the blood are water, electrolytes, nitrogenous waste products. Now, these substances which can be filtered, they pass through fenestrations of the glomerular capillaries, or they pass through the pores of the glomerular capillaries, then they pass through the basement membrane, and finally they pass through the visceral layer of the Bowman's capsule, and the filtrate is drained into the lumen of the tubule. So, the filtered fluid in the tubule is termed as a filtrate. Now, the blood cells, then plasma proteins like albumin and other large molecules and a few drugs are not filtered, and they are carried away from the glomerulus by the efferent arteriole, and they are passed into the peritubular capillaries. Now, in a healthy adult, about 180 liter of filtrate is produced each day by both the kidneys. So, first step in the formation of the urine is the glomerular filtration. Now, the second step of urine formation is the selective reabsorption. Now, as we have discussed that about 180 liters of the filtrate is produced by both the kidneys per day, whereas the volume of urine that is excreted is only 1 to 1.5 liters per day. So, this shows that most of the filtrate is reabsorbed from the tubule into the blood. Now, the filtrate, that is 180 liter of the filtrate, contains waste substances as well as the substances which are required by the body, like for example glucose, amino acids, then essential ions, electrolytes like sodium, potassium, calcium, small proteins, and most important is the water. So, all those substances which are required by the body, they are reabsorbed from the tubular lumen, they are reabsorbed from the filtrate into the peritubular capillaries, and from the peritubular capillaries these substances, they reach back to the bloodstream. So, this reabsorption is highly selective. Only those substances which are required by the body, they are reabsorbed, and therefore the process is called as a selective reabsorption. Now, this selective reabsorption occurs in the proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tubule, as well as in the collecting duct. So, this reabsorption of required substances and the water denotes movement of solutes, ions and water from the filtrate or from the tubular lumen into the peritubular capillaries, and thus these required substances, they reach back to the blood stream. Now, the third step in the formation of urine is the secretion. Now, substances not required by the body but could not be filtered through the glomerulus are transported to the blood into the peritubular capillaries. For example, substances or drugs like penicillin and aspirin. So, since these substances, they could not be filtered and they could not be excreted, these substances, they pass into the peritubular capillaries, and from the peritubular capillaries these substances are secreted or they are passed into the lumen or they are passed into the tubule, and from here these substances, they are excreted. Now, hydrogen ions are also secreted in the renal tubule, and tubular secretion of hydrogen ions is very important in maintaining the normal blood pH. Now, the end result of all these three processes, that is glomerular filtration, then selective reabsorption and secretion, is the formation of urine. So, let's revise. The glomerular filtration, it is the renal process whereby blood is filtered across the fenestrated capillaries of glomerulus. That is, blood is filtered through the pores of glomerulus, and about 180 liters of the filtrate is produced daily by the kidneys. Now, the resulting filtrate contains waste products as well as substances required by the body like glucose, amino acids, ions, small proteins, and huge amount of water. So, the substances that are required by the body, they are reabsorbed from the filtrate back into the blood. So, second step in the formation of urine is a selective reabsorption. So, selective reabsorption is the movement of substances required by the body and water from the tubular lumen into the peritubular capillaries. Now, apart from this, certain substances which are not required but could not be filtered at the level of glomerulus are transported into the peritubular capillaries, and from the peritubular capillaries, these substances are secreted or passed into the renal tubule. The process is called as the secretion, and these substances are finally excreted in the urine. So, end result of these three processes is the formation of 1 to 1.5 liters of urine per day. Now, the components of urine are water 96%, urea 2%, then uric acid, creatinine, ammonia, sodium, potassium, chlorides, phosphates, sulfates, oxalate. All these substances also account for about 2% of the volume of urine. So, this is in brief on the structure and functions of nephron. If you find the video useful, kindly like, subscribe and share this video. Thanks for watching this video.